Fire Goddess here, and today I am back with another video. Usually I make videos about spiritual advice and things I've learned, and sometimes vloggy videos, but this one is gonna be about a movie review, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, yes, there are spoilers. Don't watch this video if you haven't seen Jurassic World Dominion yet. So, I am a woman who has loved the Jurassic Park movies since I was a little girl. I love them so much. I love dinosaurs. um, And when I found out they were making a Jurassic World series, I got even more excited. Now, Jurassic World Dominion was supposed to come out 2 years ago. But because of the pandemic, it took extra time. Now, my first thing about that is, what the fuck, Jurassic World Dominion creators? Like, seriously. You had 4 years to get it right. And you guys still fucked up. Like, I thought for some reason Steven Spielberg was coming back to edit the last one. But it turns out he didn't edit the last one. Like, how can a movie you spent 4 years on go to shit? Like, I love all of the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies except for Dominion. Like, before Dominion came out, I loved all of them. Even Jurassic Park 3 wasn't half bad. Like, even Jurassic World wasn't half bad. So, I'm going to complain about the things I hated about it. First off, that camera work. I don't know who edited it. I know I looked it up, but it wasn't Spielberg who directed or, whatever. But I don't know who edited that movie, but, like, there were too many zoom-in shots. Like, too many close-ups to where you can't even see the person's face and you can barely see the full dinosaur. Like, too many close-ups. And I know the reason they did it is because it was a 3D experience. But the whole 2.5 hour long movie does not need to be 3D 24/7 during the entire running time. It just makes it shit for people who didn't see it in 3D, And it probably still was shit for people who did see it in 3D, because it was still too closely zoomed up. So people were too focused on the 3D aspect of it. Not only that, the cameras were shaking. They were so shaky. I mean, who held those cameras? Don't cameras have a thing they can sit on where they don't shake? I mean, how much of that movie was shaking? If you didn't realize it, I'm breaking the glass for you, I'm sorry, but, like, that movie was literally shaking the entire time. Like, there was no still camera movement that I could really see. Like, even when the people were talking, the camera was still shaking. Like, it sucked. And let's just go ahead and say the first hour of the movie, I almost walked out after 30 minutes. It was so terrible. The first hour was gosh awful. So boring. Not only that, they thought they could fix this bullshit movie with dinosaur fights everywhere. You can't fix a movie with dinosaur fights everywhere. Really badly CGI dinosaur fights too. Like, Jurassic Park had better CGI and animatronics. So, not only that, I hate the fact that they went to a route where it's like, oh, we're gonna make a giant locust, a giant locust bug be the antagonist of the movie. And, like, I get it. It was so they could have Grant and Sattler have their point in the movie. but like this is a movie about dinosaurs. What did the locusts even have to do with it? Like this was supposed to be about, trying to get the dinosaurs, out of, humanity and, not up and learn how people coexist with dinosaurs. Not about how Henry Yu made a mistake and made a giant locust. If you took that locust story out of the movie, because it's a pretty big plot hole, like the movie still would kind of be the same. Like, yeah, Sattler and Grant wouldn't be trying to find out about the locust, but they would sure as hell be doing something else. Like, it has nothing to do with the locust. Like, you're making a movie about dinosaurs, not giant bugs. And the fact that they didn't even, like, go certain routes, it's like the science route. Like, yes, this movie had great ideas, and some scenes were pretty cool. But the ideas were not executed in a very good way. The ideas were executed horribly. The actors their acting was okay, but it just didn't feel like I was watching a Jurassic Park or a Jurassic World movie. I mean, like, I felt like I was watching 5 different movies at a time. I get you cut from one story to another, but it like cut to 5 different stories at a time and I couldn't pay attention. It wasn't like watching a steady movie. It was like watching 5 different movies at a time, and it just seemed like they didn't get their story straight. It just seemed like the writers were having trouble what they wanted to do, and they said, fuck it, let's just put this in the movie, and nobody bothered to edit or take a look at it and realize that this is sloppy. Like, the movie was sloppy. It's like when someone has an idea for a good book, and they don't wait and have patience to get to the good idea, so they write really fast, skipping all these amazing, details that could happen, and they write really fast so they could get to the good idea they have. That is made for bad writing, because if you just skip ahead to the good part, you're neglecting the whole story, and that's what they did. It seemed like they had good ideas they just wanted to get to, rather than let people be in suspense and wait for the good part. Like, good parts in movies are worth waiting for, It's not worth waiting for a good part in a movie if the whole story is going to be sloppy and shit, because then you don't even have your audience's attention and, focus on the movie. So, and this is coming from a Jurassic Park lover. Like, you have to really fuck up for me to hate the Jurassic Park movie. Like, yes, Jurassic World, it wasn't that bad. But I didn't dislike it. I don't like anything about Jurassic World Dominion. Anything. I like the ideas they could have gone for. Like, I thought for some reason Henry Yu was going to find out that there was a link connected to all the... Don't scratch that! Don't! Let go! Let go! Excuse me. I thought that Henry Yu was going to find some sort of link that the dinosaurs had all this DNA together and he could manipulate it and get rid of all the dinosaurs. Because I thought the whole point was to not let the dinosaurs coexist with the humans. But it turns out that's not even the problem. The problem is giant locusts. Giant locusts are the one who create the ecological disaster. Giant locusts are the ones we can't live with. But we can live with dinosaurs, which kind of fucks up the whole storyline of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, because the whole point was that humans and dinosaurs cannot be together. So maybe they could have focused more on why humans and dinosaurs can live together and not focus on the fact that giant locusts are the biggest problem right now. I mean, come on, really? You gotta play with giant bugs to make a good dinosaur? It wasn't a good movie. Not only that, it's like, I loved how they brought back Grant and Sattler, but like, they didn't do it in a good way. It's like, it was half their movie, and then half of Pratt's and Bryce Dallas Howard's movie. I think that's her name. It was, and then it was Maisie's story, and then it was Henry Yu's story, and then it was Ramsey, I think was her name, her story, and it's like, this movie is so sloppy. You guys aren't even tying the stories together. They weren't even tying the stories together, you know? This movie is supposed to be about dinosaurs and coexisting. Rather than realizing, oh, yep, it was giant locusts that fucked up, that would have fucked things up, rather than dinosaurs pretty much eating everyone and everything, you know? Yay, we can live with dinosaurs, but not giant locusts, you know? I mean, in the end, he found out that the locust could still be alive because, I mean, I think that was the ending. It was kind of confusing, but like he made them alive, made it so they wouldn't eat all the wheat. I don't remember. It was very confusing. They didn't even like explain what happened with that. Like I thought he was gonna kill off all the locusts, and it turns out that he didn't, or he made them fly somewhere else. There just was no explanation. So bad camera work, bad CGI, sloppy writing, um, uh, yeah, bad ideas, good ideas executed badly. Because it would have been nice, I wouldn't have minded the giant locusts if Henry Yu did use it as a way to find out that the dino DNA was connected and he could manipulate it and then kill off all the dinosaurs. But also, I'm kind of happy that no one died, but at the same time, the only time Jurassic Park and Jurassic World killed a woman was when that woman didn't deserve it and she died in Jurassic World of the Mosasaur. And you guys are probably thinking, well, what about the second Jurassic Park movie? Well, the little girl, she didn't die. She ended up in the hospital. Like in the beginning of the movie, John Hammond says, oh no, she didn't die. She's in the hospital. Don't worry. But the first time they actually kill off a woman was when she didn't deserve it. So I honestly thought they were gonna kill off Ellie Sattler. But thankfully they didn't. Thankfully no main characters died, which kind of sucks. I mean Dotson died, but which also brings me to the Dotson thing. Yes, we get it. Dennis Nedry died from a Dilophosaurus attack. That's great. Dotson deserved to die that way too, but the way they edited it, the way everything was so zoomed in, the way the death was too fast, like everything was too fast. Like I said, it's like they had all these good ideas and they just wanted to rush through, They have 4 years to get it right and still screwed it up. Something that could have been amazing. Like, I can think of these ideas being executed the right way. But the original writers weren't there, I guess, and Steven Spielberg never came back. Steven Spielberg, I wish you came back because that movie needed your help. I mean, after 4 years of waiting for that movie, I am so glad I did not waste money on like an icy or a hot dog. Because usually when I go to the movie theaters, I'll buy myself a little treat. But for some reason, I felt like I didn't need to, but also I didn't want stomach aches. So, so I just, sat there, watched the movie, and was disappointed. And thought about walking out, and I've never thought about that. Even Jurassic World, the first one, like, so what if the first hour is boring? It still shows the story in a consistent way, and it gets better throughout the end of the movie. Jurassic World Dominion is not consistent. So, everyone has their own opinion, but, yeah. I mean, if you know me, my family would always say, oh, the new Jurassic World or the new Jurassic Park is coming out, we're going to see it, she wants to see it, I would be the dinosaur, not the dinosaur woman, but I would be the one that you would know, like, oh, who am I going to take to see the movie? It would be me, because I'm the dinosaur lover. But after Jurassic Park Dominion, it just puts the whole series to death. It's sad. It's really sad. You writers, I don't care. You guys fucked up. You guys fucked up really bad. Yep. All right. That's, see if you guys have any opinions, comments, feel free. But, know that everyone is entitled to their opinion. And if you call someone stupid, then that just means you're not having a valid point. Whatever. We can discuss this if you want. But I hated the movie so much. I wish the camera work was better, and I wish the ideas were executed better, especially since it took them twice as long as it would normally take to take a regular Jurassic Park movie, to make a regular Jurassic World movie. So, I don't know, maybe new people took over, but whoever took over, whoever did the editing, like, you guys suck. Like, not as people, but, like, you guys sucked on this movie. I don't know. There was no review. I feel like nobody reviewed this movie, and people just put in their ideas sloppily and put it in the finishing room or whatever. I don't know how movies work when they're made. And then they said, yep, that's good enough. We're not going to tie this all together. Everyone has their own ideas. You know, like, were there new people or something? Were there new artists? Like, Rexy didn't even look like herself. I thought Rexy was going to go out with a bang, too. I really wanted her to. But she didn't even look like herself. She looks so bad. Yeah, she looks... Yeah. I mean, at least they tried in the first and second. Like, the first was good. The second was eh. But the third one, oh my god. Like... Yeah. You can't just fix a shitty, sloppily written movie with CGI dino fights everywhere. You gotta have consistency and a good story. Alright, thank you so much for taking your time out of watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment the video down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Bye.